practice would you like to share with the others? What practice you think can help others? The importance of the local and regional level, the importance to listen to migrants and refugees themselves and to involve them. This will be reflected also in our funding priorities.
Quite often, integration policies and practice have been based on the assumptions that migrants and refugees lack a lot of things. They lack language competence, or they lack skills, they lack work history or diploma. The intercultural integration approach focuses primarily on these assets, building on migrant strengths, facilitating language recognition, or connecting job seekers with employers, facilitating entrepreneurship.
You cannot have meaningful access to healthcare without being able to navigate it properly. Language is one key part of that, but there are many other parts of that.
Participation is complicated. It costs energy and thinking and time and money, but it leads really to better results for all people involved, not just for the target or users, but really also for those providing the services. There's mutual respect.
When you listen to the users, it's also in fact a parallel I can make as a policymaker is a matter of we say better regulation, making better policies. You need the information to inform your policies, actually experiences of people and their needs, listening to them as part of collecting the evidence so that we know what are the issues, so we can design the policies better. So it's a matter of better policy making.
In many EU member states, it's actually regional authorities that are responsible for employment. So even the more the relevance for us as regions to think together, what can we do to foster access to employment, to remove some of the obstacles that migrants sometimes face when it comes to employment.
So compared to the old legislation where the integration program was only focused on language courses, this approach combines three elements of participation activities, skills training and language courses.
It remains as a top priority to provide potential employers and other relevant institutions with the necessary information about refugees' rights in the labour market and promote the skills and capacities that most of them bring from their countries of origin.
Develop new strategies on CSR or sustainability means enhance their competitiveness.
Integration is a two-way process, and migrants should want to integrate, but the host society should also be open to accept them. And this is about fostering participation and encounters with the host society.
Access, outreach, and quality of information and the channels of this information are important to remove the barriers.
Affordability is not just the question of whether you have the money to do it, whether you can the leisure to do it, but also whether you can afford it in terms of the time. Time is an important resource factor, particularly for those who work in certain professions. So importance of equality-based interactions to facilitate that we all act on eye to eye, that there are no socioeconomic differences don't matter.
Social trust builds across diversities in the public space, and that's why urban planning is a fundamental aspect of cities and local authorities that want to promote intercultural integration, and the framework of regeneration which respects and sustains the plurality of identities and cultures of the local residents, and which integrates any urban change within the social fabric, not against the social fabric.
So Baba's successful stories highlights the importance of local networks and the strict connection between labor integration and housing inclusion and the independence. So an integrated approach to housing and social inclusion is the basis for any action in this sense.
Really the community building aspect, putting locals and newcomers together on equal footing. What we try to do is kind of calm them on the kind of the hero feeling, because we want this to be equal. And what we try to explain to them too is that, okay, you're helping, but also you're getting a lot from this.
The challenge it's really striking some sort of balance between community-based and sort of grassroots informal solutions and structural solutions.
EU
IOM is committed to ensure equal chances for third country nationals and people with migratory background in accessing quality learning opportunity. We implemented the mentorship model, which is based on a peer-to-peer approach. So students act as mentors and accompany other students in their journey to become full members of the academic community.
How to support vet teachers and trainers in acquiring the necessary competencies to be able to promote inclusion in teaching and learning. And
the large influx of Ukrainian refugees posing particular challenges to education systems. The teachers need support in facing language barriers, how to slowly incorporate international students into a welcoming classroom.
Intercultural capacity building and teacher training are often lacking and should be expanded further to make sure that all school staff is equipped to manage intercultural communication.
The school unit is one of the most powerful determinants of student achievement. And we talk about the involvement of the community as a whole that treats diversity as a resource rather than an obstacle.
What we can learn from all these thousands of projects implemented within the program Erasmus+. It is like looking more not on the supposed deficit on individual learners, but rather on shortcomings of the educational system, creating learning environments which would be in the first place more welcoming.
It is crucial to build reciprocal trust in education environments.
So the main recommendation is to focus on local specificities and also on individual needs of learners.
These different profiles and these different needs should be addressed with tailored policies.
Added value today was the different perspectives which have been shared. So thank you very much